Hello, I'm Wendy Brinkworth. I won the Valentine's competition in the acrylic category and came runner-up in the paint and polish. Today I'm going to show you the rose from my Beauty and the Beast nails. So I started preparing the nail trainer with Galaxy in the Deluxe range with 2 coats and a top coat. I always remove the inhibition layer and then use a white block to give the surface a key before I do any artwork. I'm then just going to make sure I've removed all the dust from the surface with some sanitising spray. So I'm going to start off by painting a circle at the top. Which is going to cover a large majority of the nail. I'm then going to mix a slightly lighter shade of blue and create the inner ring. It really doesn't matter how tidy or neat you are at the moment, it is just a base coat. Then using blended pink, we're going to create the lines around the blue bands, and this forms part of the stained glass effect background. I'm then going to go back to the blue I've used, which should now be virtually dry. And quite randomly I'm just going to paint different blocks, a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. And again, you don't have to be very precise, as it is just a background and it's meant to look quite natural. You may find, depending on the thickness of your paint and the quality of your paint, that you may have to go over it several times before you get the desired coverage, but you're better off to do 2 or 3 thin coats than you are to try and put 1 thick coat on that won't dry properly. So now the basis of my pink lines are dry, I'm going to do exactly the same thing I did with the blue, and using a few different shades of the pink, just make it look like it's cracked. Stained glass. So now we're going to do the rose, which is very similar to what we've just done. It's the same kind of technique. We're going to use a pink for the background, and we're just going to roughly paint the shape of the rose. And again, don't worry about it being too precise at the moment. And don't be tempted to overload your brush. The thinner the better. It will dry quicker and you'll get a much better coverage. And while we're waiting for the pink to dry, we can use the green to just do the leaves, so that can be drying while we're doing the detail on our rose. Okay, so it's pretty similar to the blue and the pink we did for the stained glass at the back. Same principle for the rose. We're going to use different shades of pink, probably 2 or 3, and make it look patchwork. So again, quite random, trying to remember the shape of a rose and the shape of the petals. Doesn't matter what order it is in, how many different colours you use, it's entirely up to you. Sometimes it's quite tempting to copy things exactly. If you think you can make it better or do it in a way that you feel more comfortable with, which is going to be better for you, then use your artistic licence and do whatever you feel comfortable with. And then we're going to go back to our fine detail brush, again with the black, to do our leading, and we're going to start outlining. Sometimes when you finish the nail it doesn't look the best, but putting a top coat on will make it look completely different. Always remember to only do a few strokes that are necessary, any more and you could re-wet the paint and it'll start to smudge. And don't worry about any mess you've made on the fingernail or the nail bed around it, because you can tidy that up afterwards. We're then going to use some of the gel wipe just to remove the tacky layer. And this will also remove any mess you've made around the edges and the fingernail and the nail bed. And then I'm just going to apply some cuticle to finish off. And there's your finished nail.